we got Big Patrick for his first day in here.
Yep.
We're gonna watch right here. This is how we'll assess a pitcher. He's 83, 85, then up to 87. And we'll put together a full assessment and a plan on how to take him from 83, 85 to consistently being 87 and the path to 90 to 92. What I want to understand is kind of what you've done in the past, what you do currently. If we can make small adjustments to that to create big changes, we'll do that. What we're going to do though on the assessment side, on the physical side, is I'll take a look at positioning of your scap. So if we have these 4 positions that we'll look at later, we could really help prevent future injuries, number 1. But then number 2, we could help your shoulder move better. Then I'm gonna put you on the table and I'm gonna assess tissue quality. So I'm just gonna do a little manual palpating of your tissue. So just kind of feeling around your shoulder, feeling around your elbow, just getting a general assessment of tissue quality. Then we'll get into a little bit of a warm up and then we'll do some strength measurements. So I'm gonna measure your grip strength, help protect your elbow. And then we're gonna do internal and external torque values. I've done it so many times and looked at so much data that I can kind of understand how hard you should be throwing. Then we'll go through all the force plate testing. I was lucky that the Dodgers advised me on how to build out this whole thing. Yeah. So that's where this all kind of stems from. After that, we'll do a little bit of throwing. So I'll take a look at the way you throw and we'll go from there. This will be just right at your side. Mm-hmm. And you're just gonna squeeze. Have you done these before?
Yeah, I've done it one time.
Okay. And go. Good, 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 good. Break. Ideally, we'd like to see you around like 700 newtons. And you're at 437, like 600 to 700 newtons to protect that elbow at like 90 miles an hour.
All right.
Okay, so we're a little ways away, which is totally fine. We can improve that. We can move that needle pretty fast. So what we're gonna do is the first one, you're just gonna push into me absolutely as hard as you can. This shoulder stays flat on the table, okay? So you're just gonna push absolutely as hard as you can this way, and I'll resist you. What's up, how was practice?
Good.
Tired? Okay, ready? Push in 3, 2, go. Push, 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 go, 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 break. It's actually pretty good. Okay, ready? We'll go one more. 3, 2, push. Push, 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 break. Okay, 206, good job. 3, 2, go. Push, 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 break. There you go, that was better. So I think we can get you up to like 230. Okay, I'm gonna have you stand on the plates and just weigh in here, 183. Can you show them what a counter movement jump looks like? But so we're gonna go hands on hips. You're gonna go down fast and then drive up. So what we're trying to understand here is how you utilize your momentum to create force. Nice. Okay, now you're gonna do a squat jump. You're gonna hold the bottom of a squat, okay? And I'm gonna say go, and you're gonna jump as high as you can out of it. And go. Good. Go. There you go. So now let's see what kind of height you created here. So you actually created more jump height out of the fixed position, which shows me that you struggle to utilize momentum into producing your force. Mm-hmm. So when you went down and up, you should theoretically get probably 10 centimeters higher. So if you were jumping 27 centimeters on a squat jump, theoretically you should have probably like a 37 on your counter movement jump. Mm-hmm. This translates to a pitcher because I'm gonna try to help you to utilize the momentum into your delivery. Mm-hmm. So regardless of like when I look at deliveries, regardless of like guys like fixing things or not, like biomechanically, the same like general flaws will kind of reappear. Does that make sense? So like even if you go have a pitching lesson, you're like, oh, I felt great in that pitching lesson. You wait 3 to 4 weeks and that pitching lesson isn't as fresh in your brain, you'll probably have the same like mistakes if you're not strong enough to hold the positions. So like when we measure all the strength things, force plates, things like that, we're seeing how you generate force, but then we're also getting a better understanding of how strong you are in order to hold the positions that are required to throw hard. So we hit a high leg lift, which is cool. You have some movement in your hands. You work down the mound here, and then right here is where you kind of lose it. Yeah. Other thing that I noticed in this is the hooking is caused because your body is trying to keep you back. So you're like crevicing this way. You're like kind of motorcycling it and flexing your forearm in an unneeded position. We'd like to keep that relaxed. But it could stay relaxed if your body is positioned a little bit more back. So see how your elbow climbs and you get out of your lower half? So watch how your elbows go up So all your energy is going up, and you have 0 lower half behind it. And this is why you throw hard, right here. So you get layback in your shoulder, you get a huge stretch on your pec, and then you sling through. So your thoracic spine, so the way your spine extends through here, see this like curvature?
Yeah.
See that external? You're getting into big range of motion here, and you sling it down the hill. So how do we fix it? How do we fix this? Number one, we develop enough strength on the backside to hold the position and to hold the counter rotation longer. Now come over here, let's throw a couple balls. So you're gonna go into a slightly staggered stance. You're gonna counter rotate. You're not gonna think about your lower half at all. You're just gonna think about your rib rotating over your front hip. Yeah. Yeah, that's smoother. See how you're not even thinking about your lower half and you're hinging into your hip just naturally? Boom. Rotates, look at the stretch you're getting, bigger stretch. No shoulder climb, pronation, and look at how your head stays neutral. There's 4 windows of trainability. Window 1 is 9 to 14. That's the first window where we can kind of train athletes. And what we focus on there is neurological development and then fundamental flexibility and stability. 14 to 19, foundational strength development. You know, like you got to do the weight room work before you get to do the skill work. 19 to 26 is all about skill acquisition. When my college guys come back, my pro guys come back, it's always, how does the body feel, number 1? Number 2, let's work on separation of pitches, delivery, mechanics, swing path, those types of things. 26 to 35 and beyond, all fast twitch retention. So they know what they're doing skill-wise, obviously, if they're playing still at 27 to 30. You're just trying to keep them fast. As a young athlete, if you can kind of look at it and say, if I just put my priority where Tommy says in this window, it gets me to the next window, and that's all I try to do. Yeah. Comparison of like a normal day, you go out and play catch at practice to what it feels like right now. Same, better, a lot better?